Hey guys, my name is Natalie, aka Vegas Gamer Girl, and I got the opportunity to try Google Glass. I got this offer about a month ago, and this is like one of my last days with Google Glass. So I just wanted to kind of give my review on what Google Glass was like for the past month, and we're not going to focus too much on the specs, but we are going to focus on some of the awesome features that Google Glass has to offer. So I kind of started just by wearing glass around. I actually have a disability where I can't go out in direct sunlight, so I have to wear sunglasses. So I was really hesitant about, trying Google Glass because I always have to wear sunglasses outside, and I live in a state where it's sunny about 95% of the time. Fortunately, Google Glass has made a great innovation, as they are constantly doing with all their great products and services, and they added where you can actually use glass with sunglass clip-ons, go right here, or you can add a prescription pair. So I'll show you how this works really quick. So give you a nice pair of glasses, and all you have to do is you put them in between the nose piece. You put them in between the nose piece, and presto, you have sunglasses. Yeah. Now they're super dark, and that's something I really liked, is because I do need really dark lenses with such intense sunlight, and it didn't affect my ability to use glass at all though. That was really cool. Another great feature that Google Glass is showing me constantly as I was using it the past 30 days is people are constantly adding software. I started with only having a few apps that I could use through Glassware, and I ended up having 2 to 3 times as much by the time that my trial has run for the past 30 days, which is really cool because it's connecting all the social media like YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, and really making you able to connect with all of your friends. One issue I did come across is not a lot of my friends have Google Plus, and that makes me kind of sad. A lot of us go to college, and all of our colleges are connected through Gmail, and we use prefixes like at whatever your university name is .edu, but they don't allow you to use Google Plus. You have to make a separate account for that. So that adds another email, and a lot of my friends don't like having to have extra emails. And it's nice to use Facebook, but Facebook isn't always connected to their, phone numbers or their emails, and it was a little hard to use some of the features because of that. But when I did get to use some of the features with Google Plus, it was amazing. It really connected a lot of social media just across the board, from posting, videos right to YouTube to posting pictures and updates on Twitter, which was awesome because I love being able to do that, and I could live tweet like, hey, here's a deal, because I'm all about saving you guys money. So, hey, here's a deal on a video game. Come check it out. See if you can find it at your local, store, which was really nice as well. There was only about 2 things that I really saw as being an issue with Google Glass, and it's what probably everybody else is saying, is the battery life isn't there. I go to school, and I'm at school all day from about 9 a.m. to about 11, 12 at night sometimes, even later if the library is still open, and it doesn't last that long. So that means you have to bring the charger. The cable's very thin. It's only about centimeter thick, or wide, I should say. It's not very big. It wraps up really nicely. It comes with a nice little charging block. Really easy to use. Simple USB to micro USB. And it only lasts about 5-6 hours, and even though I'll put it on top of my head just to avoid using it, the sidebar will still have head wake on, which is if you put them on and off, it turns on or turns off a sleep mode, so you can start using it right away. And that's great, but it drains the battery still a lot, especially if it's connected to your smartphone. And another issue I had is, as you can see, this lovely touch bar with the great interface on the front, it gets really hot because it's right next to your temple. So it's actually not even the back of it where the battery pack is. So this is your battery pack back here. It's the actual bar, and it's just because there's so much energy running through it. The aluminum does help because it keeps it cool. It's not super conductive metal, but it still is enough to insulate the heat, where it gets pretty hot if you're constantly using it, especially if you're looking on the web or just browsing stuff, and that could be a little bit of an issue. Overall, my experience with Google Glass was great. I was so excited to be an explorer, and I'm gonna try and post at least 2 videos, but sadly, it is going back to Google Glass. I've been going back and forth on this, and just with going to college, I can't. It's not worth the money at the moment, in my opinion. $1,500 is a little steep, not to exclude the fact that you have to pay for tax also, so it's about $1,621 if I'm not mistaken, and it's just a little steep for what it is now. If they could fix those features that I mentioned, I would definitely buy it, and I plan on buying it when it's a consumer product and just less expensive. I think that the value is there, and they're constantly innovating their product, which is great, especially just from Gen 1 to Gen 2, and I see that they're going to make some great leaps and strides, and what's going to make this product so great isn't so much the hardware, but the software that's going to be made for it, similar to what's happened with Apple with apps and just how smartphones have blown up because of that kind of stuff. This definitely is something that is necessary, but could potentially be something that you could just really well integrate into your life. I mean, I used it constantly and I had a great experience with it, and I could see, even I think something that would be really cool would be being able to stream video games. So like, for example, the 3DS is a little bit of a example of how it's hard to stream with it because you need a capture card, and a lot of people will set up like cameras and stuff, and it still provides a good video feed, but it's not, the crystal clear pictures we're hoping for, especially with like Pokemon X and Y. And I think it'd be really cool to be able to use the camera, because it is such a great camera on the front end, to maybe find a way to stream with it, where if you're holding your game in front of you, you can have the camera be, somewhat balanced, and you can stream with that. I think that'd be something really cool. But I think overall, if you get the opportunity, definitely try it. I enjoyed my 30-day trial. The main reason this is going back is the hardware still has a little ways to go, and I think that they're going to get it in the next iteration or two, and it's just the price. I mean, if it was half the price, or even just a little less, maybe even like $1,000, it would be worth it. But at this moment, I just can't afford it, personally. I know a lot of my friends who have had the opportunity, so they didn't have the money either, which is awesome, and I was very excited to be a part of it, especially as someone who has a disability. So if you have the opportunity, definitely take it. If it's priced, at least try it for the 30 days. I mean, I've been going back and forth, and I finally made the decision of, I'm going to return it, I'm going to wait, I'm going to make the mature decision, even though I'm a college student, I'm going to make the mature decision, and yeah, if you get the opportunity to use it, don't be afraid to wear it. Definitely look up where it could be and can't be used, because I know that some people have had issues. Obviously, don't use it while you're driving. Try to be aware if you're going to stores and stuff, because there are some stores that are very, very vigilant about their policies of, you can't have pictures or cameras in the store, So, try it out, enjoy life, and I hope to see you guys soon. Game on, and try to be explorer of your own life. Thanks.